Everybody, welcome to the week that the Indie Takeover happens for a second time at the Daytona Beach Convention Center. My name is Mr. AnderSiN, and I am the Indie Devil and Indie Advocate in one. Welcome to this exciting week and this exciting program. Let's jump right into it. This is gonna be awesome, and we're gonna start with some cool graphics for you guys because it is just fantastic what we got going on. We're going to check out our live browser in a second, but first let's start here. This is the Comic-Con forecast. And if you notice, to the right is an amazing little bunny that I love. It's Richard Rivera's Stabity Bunny, who is going to be part of the takeover. And I'm so excited about that and so excited to announce to everybody who's listening that that is a poster, and it is a limited edition poster that will only be available at the takeover. So you guys have the opportunity right now to get something amazing at the Daytona Beach Comic-Con that is specifically just for the Daytona Beach Comic-Con. But there's a catch. You got to come out and be part of the Daytona Beach Comic-Con. So I don't know what else to tell you guys. It's time to get started. It's time to be part of this amazing Comic-Con right now. So get your tickets booked. I don't know why you waited so long. I've been talking about it forever. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump into our browser where we have everything set up. The takeover is here. All right, so you guys can see that our map has even been taken over. That's how big the Indie Takeover is. But there are some other shows that we do want to give love to. So let's go over it, all right? Up in Small Press Fest, we have, and I'm going to have to cheat here and read from my list because you guys can see the list is not there as it normally is at the bottom because the takeover took over everything. So the Small Press Convention up there has my amazing friend Sean Delaney, who's going to be on our radio program this weekend, which will probably be starting sometime Sunday. I believe there's a delay. Stay tuned for more information on Indie News later today, which will be going live at noon. So we have 18 minutes to talk about this. I don't know if that's enough time. There's so much to talk about. But also, Brian K. Morris of the Rising Tide, and we're going to look more into that in just a minute. Over here in Gaslight Gathering, that is where you can find Madeline Holly Rousing, who is going to be part of this event. Amazing creator in her own right. Super awesome. So you can actually meet her. She's a late addition. We just got this in under the wire. It's not even on our normal list, but it is in here, and you guys now know it because I'm telling you. The FarleyCon is going to be going on, and it's going to have our friend Corey Anderson, who's going to be in attendance. And my good friend Criss is going to be up in Pennsylvania, or down, depending on where you're coming from, Pennsylvania. He's going to be bringing his awesome art with him. So look forward to checking out Criss. Let's take a bigger look at the Indie Takeover. So here it is. The Indie Takeover is here, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to have me, of course. Who doesn't like to hang out with the Indie Devil? You just show him to me, and I'll take care of him. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be hosting a lot of panels. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to be talking about fetish monsters and more. I'm going to be talking about other people's creations. We're going to be talking about Geek Radio America, Barbara Unleashed, Comics in the Classroom, both my Indie Devil and Indie Advocate personas, and my Written Sons comics. You guys can check me out the 13th to the 14th in the panel room. Richard Rivera is a guest writer, and he is going to be there with his amazing creation, Stabity Bunny. Benny Powell, White Widow creator, is going to be in attendance. Super excited to hang out with my friend again. James Pruett is going to be part of the amazing show, and of course, he's going to be bringing all of his Scout comic awesomeness. Martin Pierro is going to be part of it. I have to ask him how he says his last name. I feel like I'm saying it wrong, and I don't want to do that. And if I am, I apologize. But I think I got it right. Martin's going to be there the 13th to the 14th and on a panel with me. And so is Richard. Richard Rivera is going to be on a panel. We're going to talk about the panels in a few minutes. Jaimie Engle is going to be part of the show, and she's a guest author and an amazing creator in her own genre. Nicole Jobin from Comics in the Classroom is going to be doing a panel and hanging out and talking about the importance of comics in the classroom. Marcus H. Roberts is going to join us for some panels, and he's going to have this amazing Rising Star awarded Glyph Award comic, and I believe he said this is an alternate cover that you can check out. Dorphise Jean, who we just watched on the program, her Kickstarter video for her newest Kickstarter, she's going to be in attendance, bringing hopefully some news on Spirit's Destiny. Maybe we'll get lucky and show some copies. But I certainly know that Joel Rodriguez is going to be bringing us amazing comic books, because his released comic book for Dust County Chronicles is making its con debut this weekend at the Daytona Beach Convention. And guest author Terance Baker is going to be with us. He's bringing the ICC amazingness with him. Paige Alfred is going to be in attendance, and he's going to be bringing all of his titles as well. It's awesome, and it doesn't end there. David Bryan is going to be in attendance. He's part of the TAKEOVER 2. It's awesome. Look, we actually have the TAKEOVER 2 on it. I am so thrilled. Guest author Roland Mann is appearing, but he'll only be there on Sunday along with Jeff Whitting. And there's still more. We have Matt Knowles who's stepping in. Last-minute cancellation. Unfortunately, she's heartbroken. Our good friend Martha Schwartz could not make it due to scheduling. Not her fault. It is just how life goes. Thankfully, our brethren of the Indie Showcase and now Indie Takeover, Matt Knowles, is stepping up. And we are sad to announce that Travis Gibb will not be with us at this event, but that is not because of anything bad. In fact, it's some great news. Congratulations to Travis Gibb and his wife Heather on their newest addition to their family, Remy. So let's talk about panels in a few minutes. Right now we're going to break off and we're going to do convention scene. And then we'll come back and we'll talk about some other awesomeness. Actually, we'll finish up here with the creators because I don't want to be rude. So don't forget about the Great Philadelphia Comic-Con with my friend Criss Mad. That's happening the 12th, the 13th, and the 14th. It's a 3-day show. A one-day show on April 13th happening in Urbana, Illinois is the Small Press Fest. And that's going to be going on from 10 to 2. And that's going to feature my man, Brian K. Morris and Sean Delaney, and you definitely going to want to check that out. Gaslight Gathering in the Athonium is going to be happening with Madeline Holly Rising, and that's going to be happening in San Diego this weekend, and I believe that's Saturday and Sunday show. Yeah, Saturday and Sunday show. I'm pretty sure. We'll double check. I'll open the link just to make sure I give you guys the right information. Corey Anderson will be appearing at the FarleyCon in East Ridge, Tennessee this weekend. And he is an amazing creator, and you're going to want to check him out. That's April 13th. So here we go. We got the Gaslight opening up right now. And we're going to get you that official information. That is it starts tomorrow. It's a 3-day event. 12th, 13th, and 14th. That's why we do these shows. We can dig in deep and let you guys know exactly what's going on. As much up to the minute as we can get. Now, we're going to go take a look at our map again. I know there's some weather situations happening in the Midwest. From what I understand, and as we click through all of our takeover stuff, as I find our map. Just give me a second. I didn't want you guys to see this, the quick scroll up that happens when we do this. And we're going to go over to the Daytona site in just a few minutes, but here's the browser. Again, I know the Midwest is dealing with some weather, but from what I heard, Illinois is supposed to warm up. Tennessee should be okay, so should Pennsylvania. Florida weather is looking good, maybe some showers. And California is California, so I think it's going to be mostly sunny with very little rain. So weather hopefully won't be much of an issue this weekend. But let's check out what's going on with convention scene. In the Middle East, in Dubai of all places, they're going to have the Middle East Film and Comic-Con. In Broad Beach is going to be the Supernova Comic-Con and Gaming in Australia. Dubai starts on the 11th, ends on the 13th, and Broad Beach begins on the 12th and ends on the 14th. Also starting on the 12th and the 14th is the Empire State Comic-Con in Albany, New York. In El Paso, Texas will be the El Paso Comic-Con, the 12th through the 14th. Also the 12th through the 14th will be Steel City Comic-Con, and that's going on in Monroeville, Pennsylvania, and that's going to be at the Monroeville Convention Center. The 12th through the 14th also has UltraCon. I have a couple cosplaying friends I know who are down at UltraCon, but I didn't hear anything else about it. So most of it's going on in Daytona. I mean, Miami's going to be really cool when it comes to SuperCon. I don't know about this UltraCon. I'm going to say it. I know it's not going to be popular, but your better bet is to go to the Daytona Beach Comic-Con happening the 13th through the 14th. And there's FarleyCon in East Ridge, Tennessee. We were just talking about that a few minutes ago. Hannibal, Missouri is going to have the Big River Convention. That sounds like it's going to be pretty cool, and it's near a big river. Also, the 13th through the 14th is going to be the Daytona Beach Comic Con, and that's going to be awesome at the ICI, and we're going to talk more about that in just a few minutes. The ICI Center. And the 13th through the 14th is also going to have the Dink, of all places to do that, the Dink Comic and Art Expo. I don't know where that came from. The 14th is also going to be home to the Long Island Comic Book Expo in Bethpage, New York. And that's it for you guys. We are going to have the Easter next week. So I don't know a lot of people who have anything really going on next week, to be honest with you. Easter seems to be sucking the air out of the room. There's some Saturday shows, but I'm not sure we're going to have a big show. It's certainly not going to be as long as this show is going to be going on. So if I'm missing anything, please let me know. We will be going live this weekend, so I can update people on breaking news and all that. So let me know, and we'll do something about it. How's that sound? All right, so we'll definitely get Sean Delaney added in on that amazing list of creators that we got going on. And I'm just double checking here that we had the information right. Ryan K. Morris. I wonder if Sean Delaney's going or if that was just an accidental name that we wind up going. He might not actually be there. I gotta ask Sean Delaney if he's going to SI. If not, I'm gonna have to take his name out. So what we'll do is we'll ask him right now in the messenger. You guys keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to reach out to Sean and ask him. Okay, here we go. Because I want to get you guys the answer. Hopefully while we're live. If I don't get it now, I will get it for you during the news in a few minutes. We are going to remove him temporarily because I just think that might be misinformation. Oh, we're getting the answer right now, so hold on. Hold on to your place cards. No one cash in your bets yet. We're checking out what is going on. We're going to find out. He is answering, and he said that he did last year's show. And it didn't help, so it was probably me. I probably asked the wrong question. That one's on me. That one's on me. Let's see. I think that we're gonna just wind up removing him. See, I think he would have mentioned that he's doing. Oh wait. Hold on. Sorry, I'm just verifying information. This is breaking or non-breaking news, depending on how you look at it. Either way, we have to make an update, and we're going to check in with him in a minute. Right now, we're going to head over to Daytona Beach as he answers that, and we're going to talk about the amazingness that is the Daytona Beach Comic-Con. We're going to give you a scroll of all the amazing guests that are going to be part of it. Just look at this amazing group of creators. I mean, such talent in one area is amazing. This is why I'm calling it the best show of the year. I mean, this is in a contender with New York Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con, and all the other top cons. As a matter of fact, Daytona made a top con status on our site. It is a top con for us. So Lance Footer's going to be there, and he's also on a panel with us. And I'm going to meet all these amazing creators. How cool is that? All right, so he said he did the SI show last weekend. I wonder if we have the wrong small press. Oh, that's what it is. It's supposed to be small press fest. I think I read it wrong. Or it's on our file as the wrong name. Yeah, that's why. All right. See, that's the issue. We have a miss opportunity. It's actually the small press fest. If I said that wrong, that's on me. And that is going to be the small press fest is on April 13th. So if you guys heard me say something wrong, I apologize, and hopefully have now corrected my flub. And now you guys know, and knowing is half the battle. All right, so there we go. We're good now. We're good. Just gotta move something, and there we go. All right, so that's all fixed. All right, guys, sorry about that. All right, so Sean Delaney will not be. All right, so sadly he won't be there, but you will be able to see Brian K. Morris. All right, I'm glad we got that sorted out. Let's get to Daytona and talk more about guests. All right, so here we go. Such amazing creators, and I'm not just saying that because I'm so involved in this event. If I weren't involved in this event, I'd go to this show. Look at these amazing people. James Pruett, Richard Rivera, Martin Pierro, Terance Baker, Nancy Collins is going to be there, and Jaimie Engle and Roland Mann. This is amazing. Cosmic Times, Scout Comics, Rob AnderSiN. That guy looks cool. Nicole, Jobin, Marcus Roberts, Alfred, Paige, Joel Rodriguez, Dorphise, David Byrne, and you got the cosplayers. Dishes and Stitches are going to be there. I don't even know what that is, but we're going to find out this weekend. And the Pokemon Mobile will be there. Now, here's the really cool stuff. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about these amazing panels. You guys ready? I know I am. Here we go. So there's going to be a costume contest Saturday at 3 p.m. and Sunday at 2:30 p.m. On Saturday, April 13, 2019, you're going to be able to have these amazing panels. Panel number 1, 10:30 to 11:30, Indie Advocates and ICC presents How to Create and Brand Comics in 2019. That's going to be featuring Terance Baker of ICC, Dorphise, Joel Rodriguez, David Byrne, Marcus H. Roberts, and replacing Martha Schwartz will be our man, Knowles. Writing comics and novels with a Q&A is going to feature me as the moderator, Nancy A. Collins, Jaimie Engle, Martin Pierro, and Paige Alfred. Trivia by Cosmic Times. Test your knowledge. That's going to be by Martin and Heidi of Cosmic Times. I am not involved with that panel, but I might stick around and have some fun. The Art of Comics, the in and outs of creating panel art. This is going to be with Terance Baker, Martha Schwartz, Dorphise, and Lance Footer, and I will be the moderator on that one. All right. The comedy show, I have nothing to do with. That's 3:45 to 4:45 p.m., and it sounds funny because they're going to be roasting the Hope. And that's Joe with his other local amazing comedic friends. Sunday, April 14, 2019, panel number 1, Classic Illustrated, A History of Comics and Literature, featuring Mike Sorier. Me and Marcus H. Roberts are going to be helping out and making sure that this is an amazing trip through history of the classic illustrated comics. Panel number 2, 11:45 to 1 p.m. will be Comics in the Classroom. In 2017, a movement was born in a panel room hosted by Nicole Jobin that highlighted the simple and known fact that comics encourage kids to read. Panel by panel and city by city, the idea that comics are a reading tool is getting out there for people to discuss. Be part of the movement and the panel in Daytona Beach Comiccon by joining Nicole Jobin, Rob AnderSiN. David Byrne will not be part of that panel. He is being replaced by our good friend Matt Knowles. And the reason for that substitution is simply because he has something going on at that time at the show. I think he's meeting up with someone or they're doing something with, because he also, for those who don't know, he's responsible for Gotham's Finest Comics as well. And right during that time period, he asked if someone could cover him because it's a little bit of a longer panel. And I said, absolutely. And Marcus H. Roberts. Diversity in the comics. The importance of culture and sexual orientation in comics is going to feature Paige Alfred, Terance Baker. I think Paige, no, Paige is going to step out from words to art. Terance Baker, Dorphise Jean, Joel Rodriguez, and Marcus H. Roberts. And for the last panel, which is 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. from words to art, all the steps and in between to create comics. Join this group as they discuss the meat and potatoes of comics creating. Oops, sorry about that. Comics of creating comic. The potatoes of comics of creating comics. There must have been a typo there. With Q&A starting as soon as the panel begins. This is going to be an open format for everyone to ask their questions. We're going to tell everyone all weekend about it. So hopefully people who have the bigger questions really come and we can help them out. David Bryan, Richard Rivera, Marcus H. Roberts, Martha Schwartz. Now, I believe Paige and Joel are both actually not going to be part of that panel. Joel is having someone sub in when we officially get the information. If they are doing it or not, we'll let you know. And I believe Paige is letting Jesse Hansen, who he's going to have at the table as an artist, be part of that. All right, guys. It is noon, so we're going to start the news in a few minutes, and we'll delay it a little bit for this. But I just wanted to explain to you why this is such a big deal. And I'm going to show it to you right here. Because we started doing panels, because we had a takeover last year at the end of the year, because I'm so passionate and I convinced Tom, and Tom agreed with me that we should have an artist alley, it is now in Daytona. We are putting comics back in Comic Cons. So it's an exciting time, and I hope that everyone who watches this is inspired by this and tries to do it in their local cons and make comic books the point of Comic Cons. And just for those who sat through this entire show today, I appreciate you, and just go out there and share this amazing news with the world that indie comics is rising up. We'll see you next week for, I'm sure, a very short show for the Comic Con forecast. And remember to subscribe to not only my site, but indieadvocates.com, and be aware of all the amazing things going on with indie comics. You can find me at MrAnderSiN.com, the IndieDevil.com, the IndieAdvocate.com, and you find my books at the just devilishcomics.com. Thanks for tuning in, and this has been a production of the Indie Advocates Network. Thank you all for being Indie Advocates.